Hello, good morning. Let me just going to get set up very quick. Don't have a lot to do this morning and probably not so much time. Um, Hold on, the volume is really loud. I feel like. Okay, this mic is really good. Let's see. All right, so really quick recap before I jump in. Um, I worked on the rest of this. I think last week I worked on the final parts of this piece on this page for Greece. And yesterday I was on a live stream with my friend Ripley from Keep Creating Ripley KCR store. And I painted these two. These are in Mykonos. And I'm not fully done, so I have just a little bit of, you know, color to add. I had to wait for the water to dry, but I still have a little bit of detail and stuff to add. But I kind of want this to look like, you know, the whole part of the city, like the little town. It has way more houses, but I just did like a little bit of it. I really liked how it looks, and I loved the new paint that I've been using. It's from Winsor Newton. It's a Cotman brand. Well, Winsor Newton brand Cotman paint, and I have this little tube that I found. It's called turquoise. It's not exactly turquoise, but I mixed it in with a little bit of yellow, and I found the perfect blend for the color, perfect mix. So I might be using that one again, but I'm still finishing Greece. So I'm leaving this page to complete Greece probably over the week. I have one more large painting I want to do of Zakynthos, and then a couple of kind of structural architectural pieces. So this will probably be in the course of the week, probably on Instagram Live, to be honest. I don't know if I'll get a chance to do random lives on Patreon, but what I might do if I'm able to is just give you a heads up and you can join me there. We also have our private Instagram. I made like a close friends Instagram. So that's for every patron ever that I've ever had that's ever asked to be added to that. So I never remove anybody from it. So I feel like that's one of those perks that's kind of like eternal. If you ever join my Patreon ever, I'll add you to the close friends. And then, like, if you have an Instagram, I know what it is. Um, and I never remove. So even when people leave, I don't remove them because some people leave and come back. And I just thought it would be too much work to convolute it. And it doesn't really hurt for me to keep that community going. I don't really use it often, but I think I want to try to do that. So if I finish this on Instagram, it'll be through potentially the close friends group. But if I see that there's not a lot of people, I might just make it public and kind of have people to talk to. It's easier for me to paint when I have people to talk to. So, hello, good morning. Okay, so today we're painting book Nooks, and I'm going to do my very best to keep it to one page. No promises. I always say I'm going to do a page, and then when I get super excited about what I'm making, I get caught up in it, and then I end up doing way more. So we'll see. But we'll start with simple things that I already know I want to paint, which I can kind of see already around my studio. So the way I paint, I always start with, sorry, it's a little dark and gloomy because we have summer rain showers pretty much all the time. Let me just open my curtains real quick. Get a little bit more light. It's been raining constantly, morning and afternoon, the last few weeks. So it's really challenging to get a lot of good light here while I work. So first thing I'm gonna do is, so this collection is about books and about reading and about book nooks, and I absolutely love reading. I own a lot of books. I love crime novels; they are my favorite. But I do sometimes indulge and read like romance novels or some fantasy novels. I think I have a bunch of the Twilight books, Hunger Games, Lord of the Rings. So it just kind of depends, but my preference is crime novels. So I tend to gravitate to those, if, especially if they're like a series, crime or something like a Law and Order, but as a book. I absolutely love those. Um, I love that series, The Lincoln Lawyer, and so I own some of those books, the Mickey Holler series by Michael Connolly. I've actually never read them, but a friend of mine from work years ago when I used to live in Boston, she kept telling me I needed to read them. She was like, if you like this, you're going to love this. And she introduced me to a few different authors. Um, at the time, I think I only had like maybe two or three that I really liked reading, the crime novels. Some of them, I don't know what it is. I think it's more like a style preference, but I read some James Patterson, um, but I didn't really read a lot of the Alex Cross series, but I've watched some of them, but I think I've read like one, maybe one or two. I don't even remember if I read those now. My brain is wanting to remember. I might have just watched the movies. But my favorite series by him is The Women's Murder Club, and I have read almost all the books up until I think I've read all the books up until number 15 or 16. That's the one that had all the first to die, second chance, third degree, like that. It has a bunch of numbers. Those are good. But my ultimate favorite series to read is the In Death series by J.D. Robb. Um, that one, I literally have the reminders on my Audible, so it lets me know when the next book has been announced. I just pre-order it. Like I don't even think about it anymore. I just pre-order and I know when the book comes out, it'll just be available and it'll tell me, all right, you have your new title is ready to listen to, and it's like, ooh, yay, new book. So I'm probably gonna do a nod to those, but the majority of them are crime novels. So that's kind of what I do, and I've run out of space for my books. I've run out of where I can keep them. Like I've got this um I've got this round. Actually, it'll be fun to draw that here because that's kind of what I was trying to create in my house. It was this comfy chair and like a reading corner in the side of my room. It has this. There's like a one of those IKEA recliner chairs. I don't remember what it looks like because I don't have a reference, but I'm gonna just pretend like I know what I'm doing. So it's like one of these chairs that reclines. It has like the legs, the curvy legs. I don't know. I don't remember what it's called, but it swings back and forth. Like if you lean, the wood is soft and curved. So if you lean back, it like reclines and bounces. I'll have to clean this up, but really, it looks like this. And then I have a tower, kind of like a circular bookshelf tower thing that I found. My husband built for me, and that's kind of one of my reading corners. Well, I wanted it to be, but there's not enough space right now, so I have to arrange things a certain way in order to be able to actually use that. But I've already set it up where I've got like a good chunk of my books are on there. So and it swivels, which is nice. So I don't know how I'm gonna draw that, but for now I'm just doing like a rough sketch of it where it's like a base and it has more than that. I think it has like 5 shelves. One, two, three, four. Let's say there's 5. So we'll make that. It's pretty tall and it's wide as well, so it holds a lot of books. Um, yeah, so I've got a bunch of them on there. I'm gonna tweak that after, and I have to make it so you can kind of tell that it spins. I don't know how I'll do that, but for now, we'll leave that here and we'll pretend like this is one of my book nooks. I definitely want to have random open books in places. So every time I do these collections, I always think to one of these is going to turn into a sticker, or you know, if I have like empty spaces on the print, I need to be able to fit other things. So I like to have like few images that are small, like a little book. This is going to be a little book opened on from the back, so I'm seeing the back of the book basically. And this is the pages open. And then I want something big here, but like a bay window. That has always been my dream, is to have like a beautiful view, bay window. How do I draw the bay window? In Word, like this. With like a bench sitting. So this like cushion. I actually have seen people have things like this where it opens, so you actually have like storage underneath. But mine would probably be a shelf with more books. I'll put some books laying down, some books standing up, some books at an angle, like that, with curtains, big window, and another window here and another window here. She gets recessed lighting. And for this one, because I'm always like weary about drawing people, I'm trying not to draw people anymore. I will probably just do like signs of life. So I want to do something that shows that somebody was there, but not anymore. So I will put a book on the seat, almost like, you know, you were reading and then somebody called you and you set the book down so you can run down. I think I'm going to do it more like that. And I'm going to make this super girly, but with turquoise colors. So this one, then we have like a carpet. So it's kind of like a part of a room. You can kind of see a portion of a bedroom. This would be like in my room. I used to want something like this, and I never got to have one. I never had to have like a bedroom bay window situation, but I feel like that would have been the best place to sit and read. Cute window seating. What else can I do here? I'll do like a stacks of books. Maybe a couple of books just stacked up like this. A couple thin ones, a couple thick ones, little chunky ones, like a dictionary or encyclopedia or whatever. I want them to be, I don't know if I want to put them at an angle. Maybe I do. So you can kind of see the side. Yeah, I think we do. We want to see the side of it. So we'll tilt them at an angle like this. And details should come later. I need to really focus on just doing it as a very, very loose sketch. This is a really big book, thick one. Got a stack of books. I'm gonna leave this space for, I don't know, something. Maybe I'll make this little corner a little bigger. And actually, maybe I'll add a second one because initially that's what I wanted. I wanted to have my chair and my two book towers, and I didn't get to do that. So maybe I'll tweak this a little bit. I have to look at this chair. I need to find this IKEA chair. I can't remember what it was called. All right, let me Google it super quick. IKEA recliner. What is it called? I wish I remembered, but it's super popular. Don't. Oh, it's one of those like club chairs. Is that what they call it? Oh, Pong. It's the Pong chair. Pong, Poang. And they have them in so many styles. It has like that washable, um, the washable cover thing. Oh, perfect. I found a sketch of it on their website on IKEA.com. So I'm literally gonna draw this over here. So here, let's do this. I'm gonna move this book. I'm gonna move this book up here, and I'm gonna make it a little bigger. This book's gonna go here now. It's a paperback. I prefer hardcovers, and I prefer like the smaller hardcover, but I like the sound that my hand, like this sound when I'm reading a book. I like the sound of how it makes, like when I flip the pages, and the sound of like your hands or your fingers on the cover. I don't know why. It's a thing, but it's a thing. So I prefer hardcovers. So I feel like I don't really like when books can't lay flat anymore. So with paperbacks, after I've read and really enjoyed them thoroughly, um, they just stay open. You know, like you can't close it anymore. It just kind of always has this little piece. So hardcovers I can read, and then when I close them, they stay flat, which I love. And then I'm gonna, all right, let's do this chair. So it looks like an S, kind of, maybe not this big. Maybe just make it a little bit smaller, but I think it should take up, this nook is gonna take up this whole space. So I'm gonna move this thing down. I'm gonna make this bigger. This tower will be a lot bigger, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're all about the same size, like that. My swivel tower of books, and then this chair needs to fit within this box. Let's say right here. So let's see. I want it to be. So one thing that I learned at architecture school, actually, when I'm drawing perspective, is if I fit everything in a box, because it's easy for me to draw a box, perspective of a box, but it's hard to draw the item as a perspective by like right away. So I envision it inside a box first, and then I can place it like where the things would be. So if it's in this box, the back of the chair is like here, and it kind of curves slightly. The arm comes forward at an angle, and it should stop basically wherever the front of this box is, right here. So it'll stop here, down, then curve backwards like that. I don't know if this helps anybody, but this used to help me a lot drawing perspective at school. Maybe this will be my first image. I don't know if I'll make a 2-pager out of this, because I have an idea for something else, but maybe for today I'll just do the loose sketches for everything, and then we leave the rest of that for next week when we do line art. Well, next week I actually don't have a live stream scheduled. My older sister is coming to visit us. I think this is too low. Move this a little bit higher. Is it too low or this is too high? I'm gonna have to move this book again. The downside of drawing things by hand is I can't just drag and drop things away. All right, so the cushion, the back cushion, like this, right? And then it comes down, kind of like in and then out. And this one curves. Okay, like that. The seat is down here at an angle going up. And then kind of like that. Then I have the other arm here, front of the box, curve it down. There's a bar here supporting, and then there you go. The back of the leg. And I'll do the details much later, but this is already way more sketched than it should have been. But that is pretty much the chair. So let's see, it comes up this way. I think it looks more upward. And stick a cushion. It has like these cushiony things. I don't know. It's almost like tic-tac-toe, but not. I'll just do 3 like that. And then when I do the line art, I'll know exactly where the lines should go, and I don't have to worry so much about, oops, sorry, 1 second. Trying to see something here. 1 moment. Trying to see the, hang on, I'm trying to see the comments. I don't know what I did on my live stream. I'm not able to see. Okay, because I've been sketching and looking at my, yeah, anybody seeing anything? Okay, good. Hello, Lula. Let me go back to the Pong chair. Pong. Oh, I should have used that photo reference instead. Oh man, it's okay. All right, so this is what I have. I have the chair. I'll clean that up after, but basically it's this. I'll move that further forward. It's getting messy. And then my book tower thing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the chair is a lot bigger, but it's fine. I'll just make this thing fit however I can. Yeah, it's 1, 2. Hello, hello, thanks for joining. Like that. And it's got a big base. I'll probably have to shift it over and down a little bit. And I think I'm gonna recline this chair a bit whenever I do the final line art. So what I like to do is, after I do these messy sketches, clean up one of them, and then whichever one I clean up, hopefully that's the one that we can finalized today. It's typically what I try to do, um, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, so now I have space for my book, my little open book that I was trying to put somewhere. Something like that. How are you today? Hope everyone's doing good, enjoying their weekend. If you're in the US, I hope you had a safe holiday yesterday. We didn't do anything much. We took the kids to the movies later in the day, late afternoon, but we didn't do like any fancy barbecue or whatever. My husband did, we have nieces in town, so he did make grilled chicken, not grilled, chicken on the grill, and burgers, a couple of burgers. So we have two kids who love burgers. So he made those for them. And then we were going to get the kids to the theater, so we didn't stay long. So my nieces came around 5, maybe 4:30, and they're my nieces on my side of the family, my sister's daughters, and they enjoyed delicious food. And then we told them to please take all the leftovers because we have too many leftovers here. So they took the rest home, and it's like 3, 4 girls because one of them came to visit. It's hard to explain. The oldest of the nieces, her best friend came to visit from out of state. She leaves today, so I was like, there's gonna be a bunch of you at the house over there, so just take the leftovers. So they took the chicken. I think they took a couple of the burger patties that were left. It was good to see them. We took some pictures. My niece's best friend took a lot of little video clips, and then we took the boys around 6:15, 6:20. Movie was at 6:30. We went to watch Jurassic World. They all loved it. All good here. Pretty chill day with a short visit from my father-in-law. Oh, nice. I love chill Saturdays. This is the first, maybe second Saturday in like however many months that I haven't done discipleship Saturday morning. I did it yesterday and Thursday. And the last person who usually meets me Saturday mornings, she was doing family stuff for the holiday weekend. So she and I get to catch up later on. But it meant I had a free Saturday morning. And so I was like, oh, I can do my live stream a little bit later so I can kind of sleep in some. And then the body was like, oh, you're supposed to be awake. So I woke out of habit and routine, and I just got up and started getting ready. And I was like, wait, I don't have to be up so early. What? So instead, I spent some time fighting with Amazon. I have to call them back again after this because it was taking forever for them to find me an answer. And I was like, hey, I have to go. I have something that I need to do, but I'll be back. She's like, yeah, just come back to the chat when you're back and we'll continue. We'll try to help you. I don't know if she'll be able to help me at all. So I self-published my books. If you're a patron, you know. I printed the African attires around Africa. And I made, the file was well made. I got a sample proof. The proof came back with something was off with the first initial proof. Like I had, one of the things was too large, or I forget what it was. One of the images was not proportional. It was kind of a lot larger than the rest. So I edited the photo on that page and I moved the map because I have like the African map showing where that country's outfit is from. And when I did that, I did not remember to move the country. So on the map I have, look, it's easier to show you. interlude real quick. On the map here, I show like the continent, and then I show where the country is on the continent. And so when I was editing this page and I shifted the map further up, yes. Okay, hi guys, I'll see you in a minute. I'm almost done. Daddy's downstairs. Daddy's downstairs. Close the door. Close the door, please. Thank you. Toys are up. So I shifted when I reduced the text and moved everything around. I moved this, and then the country was supposed to be attached to the map. So I make this on Canva, and I forgot this was ungrouped for some reason. I thought it was all grouped, like I did it all throughout. I moved all of them, but this is the only one that shifted, and the country is supposed to be right on the coast. So when I did this, and I didn't notice when I was just editing the file, and I re-uploaded a new file, put it on there, and I got my proof back, the second proof, and it's like, oh no, this thing moved. But I'd already ordered like 3 or 4 copies because people had placed orders. So I'd already ordered, and I was packing them up is when I noticed this. So I was like, no, it's terrible. But this was like early May. So I thought, fine, I'll just fix it. I'll let everybody know there's an error, just FYI, disclaimer. I need to actually send everybody a replacement file. A lot of them were like, oh, it's fine, I don't care. But I care. So then they said, so then I replaced the file and I reordered it, and it was still wrong. And I was like, what? Did I not correct this? What did I do? Right? I thought I didn't upload the right file. Like I thought I reordered it without changing the file first. So I went back again, changed the file again, but I was like, this file is the same name. This is weird. But I just ordered it again. And guess what? Ordered 1 copy yesterday. It arrived wrong again. And now I have someone who ordered from my job, and I'm supposed to bring this to him on Monday. He bought it for his mom, and they're from that country. So I definitely don't want them to have the wrong copy. And he was like, no, it's fine. I don't care. I'll wait. I'm like, oh, appreciate it. Thanks for waiting, but I'm really annoyed. So I started like a chat with them, and they were supposed to look into it. And they say, well, it depends, because sometimes you make a change and it says the change is published, but it takes a minute for it to actually publish for printing. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense, because if somebody else orders that book that you've told me has been, the new edits have been published, they shouldn't be using an old file when orders come in, right? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So anyway, so that's where I am with all this. Actually, I don't think there's something up here. So it is what it is. I'm currently in the annoyance phase, but trying to ignore that. And it is fine. It's fine. It will be fine. We'll fix it, figure it out. But I'm really hoping that I haven't had like a whole bunch of orders, because yeah, that's not good. Because somebody from Nigeria will see this and be like, not quite. Because that would be me. I'd be like, close, but no cigar. Anyway, where is the, what's happening with this? Sorry, on the, I'm seeing glitches on my phone. That's weird. I'll leave that alone. Okay, all right, so we've got a page. I can do a second. I feel like there's still stuff that I wanted to draw. Like I want to do the library, like a semblance of the library. So maybe I'll leave this for that side. I'll leave this for that side. Here, I want to do something that's like, what is that? Let's do a table. It's like a table at the library. Chunky, big legs, very imposing. And they have those like green little lamps on the desk. I've always been obsessed with those. I don't know why, but I just am. Um, so this can be one. There you go with the big legs. And this will probably have like more books. I don't know. Books on the table. And a giant open book here. Yeah. I'm trying to think too. What are some other favorite places to read? I read in bed a lot, but it hurts my neck. But I'm always like looking for where else do I read? Comfortable chairs, bookstores. So I do want to do like a corner of a bookstore. Actually, what I really wanted to do was it'll look a little similar to the other one, but this is my idea is to paint the to paint the inside like a view from in here. So like you're sitting in here looking out, like you can see the outside, and outside is one of these stores. This is probably going to be the easiest to replicate. So that's kind of what I want to do, like a nod to this previous collection. And I think it'll be really cute. So I need to figure out how to do this. Am I doing the view from the chair looking out? If it's the chair looking out, and I'll try not to make it too big, because maybe if I make it small, it'll be easier. All right, so this is the corner. Maybe do this like that. I have to look at my own thing. I have to look at my own reference. Short wall, long wall. So this is a short wall here. This is a short wall, and that's a long wall. Like that. It has big windows, and almost like a ledge here too. So it's kind of like this. There are books in the window here. There's books on display on these little stands. And then on this side, there's a coffee cup. There's somebody having a coffee. So maybe this side on the inside has like little seating like that. Somebody is here with like a stack of books. I'll put a little partition for him or her or them. We'll break this up like that. But it's still this massive window. This is the window portion. And then maybe, so I have that coffee mug steaming here. I'll have those books. How did I draw them? This is so this you're sitting here and you're looking here. But I'm gonna tweak something because there's kind of a bookshelf in front of them. But I'm gonna pretend there's no bookshelf, but you can see out of these windows. And like this part is the little partition that kind of separates here to here. So the person here feels like they have privacy, if that makes sense. I feel like I made it very complicated now. And it's probably really too small to see the other store outside. we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it really big windows. And then this is where part of this is hidden. I think it's the back of the chair. It's a big armchair. And maybe, I think there's a lamp. Which side is the lamp? On the right side here. So a lot of this is going to be kind of hidden. That, I don't know, is this weird? Now I feel like it's weird. I can't see it in my head, but I don't know if it is making sense. And see, maybe I put on a person's arm here. Like someone's in the chair. I'll have to figure out how to put their hand in here. We'll put a coffee cup here. Yeah, something like that. And I'll put the little perfume shop out there. Kind of like that. But so you know that it is a bookstore, I have to do something else. Maybe I have to do the starts of a bookshelf over here. Something. Alrighty, that's good. And then what's the last thing that I can do here? I don't know. I need something over here. Um, I also read on my iPad. I don't anymore, but I used to read on my Android tablet or my iPad, or listen to things. I listen to audiobooks most of the time, so I might have to show my phone headphones or something. That's most of the time what I'm doing is I'm listening to a book actually instead of reading one. And maybe we have we'll fix this one, make it like a little, I don't even know what the Kindles look like. My sister has the really small, almost square one that looks like it's maybe like this small. It's really small. Just look like a little tablet. I think it's a Kindle. I don't remember what it is. All right. The only other thing here is, well, I could try and draw my phone. My phone is on a stand, so I could just draw what I'm seeing right now. I have my cell phone. And I'll do the logo big on the screen. What does it look like? Yeah. Can that get me in trouble drawing the logo on this? I hope not. And I'll just do that on the screen so it shows that that's what's playing. And maybe I'll put my big headphones there because that's usually how I hang out. It's listening instead of instead of reading it. How do I draw these? Okay, hold on. Sorry, I am gonna draw these. I just gotta set it somewhere here, and I'll use them as reference. Ta-da! Easy fix. Um, Here, there we go. Oh, there goes my neighbor. Always the grass. I think Saturday is probably not the best day to do stuff because that's when everybody has the chores, like the outdoor chores and stuff. But what are you gonna do? It's the day that I have. It's the only day I have, so I use it. But so do they. And then I'm like, oh, come on. All right, so this is gonna look weird. No, it's fine. It's fine. Put it this way. This is the thick part. Okay. It's thick and then thin and then thick again. There you go. Separates right here. These are the over the ears Soundcore, I think. Is that the brand? Yeah, Soundcore. They're really good. Um, they did block out all the sound. Oh no, I messed up my reference. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Um, and I've connected them to my laptop. So sometimes when I work here, I have earbuds in right now, like when I'm just running around the house, listening to voice notes or doing dishes. I'll usually have one earbud in because most of the time I'm either listening to a book or listening to a voice note if I'm doing chores because I don't enjoy doing chores. So I like the company. Um, but up here in the studio, if I'm working and I want to be listening to a book or something, I'll usually put these on. But they block out all the sound, so I only do that when someone else is home with the kids, because otherwise I can't hear. I literally can't hear anything else. It's pretty amazing. All right, so we'll call that a day. We'll do that like this, and that's the soft padded part. Voila. And then I have very little space here, so I might still do some last thing. I'm just gonna connect it, even though mine are Bluetooth and they don't need to be connected, but this is just for show. Yeah, I'll leave something here, but I think I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with this side. Not obsessed with it. I like this, but not as much as I thought I would. I love the lamp, but I don't know. Again, I'm like, I don't know. But for now, I really love this side. So I think I'm gonna do this first. I only have about 10 minutes left because I promised myself I would only do an hour. And this is really only like the first initial sketch session, but typically I'm able to finish at least one. And so I think I'll try and do this maybe, do this side line art. Next week, I'm not going to have a live, like I said, because I'm not in town. Leaving on Thursday, coming back Saturday, late afternoon. And then I don't work Sundays. And then during the week, I'll be spending the time with my sister who's visiting from out of state. And I probably, I think I might have maybe a day off next week. I think I was approved for Wednesday, but it's to spend the day with her before she leaves. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to do anything midweek, but if I am, I'll let you know. Like I said, I'm definitely doing degree stuff, but I also will probably be working just like with them in the house, like with family, just talking and laughing and painting with everybody around. So I won't be recording that or trying to do that live. But anyway, at least we can try and do this one. And I'm going to give myself 20-ish minutes and try to paint at least one of these. The biggest challenge is they're both white in my room. So this is like white and cream, and this is stark white. But I'm maybe going to paint them brown to make them warm. So first I need my fine liner. I'm going to use this, the one I've been using, the 0.1 or the 0.01 lately. I've been preferring it to the bigger one, to the 2. So we'll see how that goes. This is when I wish I had background music, because when I'm drawing now, I get so focused and I don't talk anymore. Busy, busy. Nice to get a chance to spend time with family. Yes. And I never get to just spend time with her. Like, we have phone calls, and then we've realized like our phone calls have gotten longer and longer. Like, we talk for like 2 hours, and it's like, oh, dude, we miss each other. So now I'm just excited to spend time with her. She'll be working and I'll be working. Like, when she comes, we'll both be working, but we'll be together, in the house together, working with all of the kids, her kids, my kids. It'll be fun, but it'll be wild. So I'm excited. They land tomorrow night, like pretty late, um, almost midnight. So we'll get to, Dovel's gonna go pick them up, and I'm probably not gonna be able to go to sleep, even though I have to work the next day and actually need to be at work earlier. My boss has approved for me to work a little bit earlier so I can leave earlier in the summer. It's just, I've been hating not being home with the kids. It's their first time with me working full time in the summer since they've been born, most of them. So last year, the reason I quit the job was because I had nobody to watch them. The job I had before this one. And so now it's like, yeah, they're they're not really used to it. So I feel like they're always alone. Like, they're home with me. I hang out. I take multiple breaks during the day to go and kind of play with them and come back and work and then go back. And but it just makes it harder when I finish at 5 and they've been by themselves pretty much the whole day, like entertaining themselves. Versus um, if I'm able to be done at 4, or like even 4:30, makes a huge difference. So they were like, yeah, sure, no problem. So I was like, oh, thank you. Very glad, very grateful for this job. I swear, every time I'm finding more reasons to be grateful for it. Um, but yeah, so this means that but I have to start at 7:30 at the latest. Well, I really want to try and be respectful of the gift, right? Like, honor that and be on time. So I don't want to be late. And if I go to bed super late waiting for my sister, I don't think I'll be able not like I don't think I'll be able to go to bed. I'll be too excited. And I'll just be stirring in my bed. But yeah, it'll be good. So I can leave the house by 6:30 or 6:45. I'll be at work by 7 and change. But really, I asked for 7:30, so I don't need to be there super super early. And as long as I leave just before 7, I can be there by 7:30, which would be really nice. And then after the summer's up, if it's still cool, I'll keep doing that. All right, let me see if I can find a reference of this because I feel like circular bookshelf tower. I don't know what else to call it. Oh, is this it? Nope. This is it. This is the thing. It looks just like this, doesn't it? Let me see. Can I see a close-up shot? Yep. This is my guy right here. It's not the right angle, but I will use that as a reference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I was right. And I know I do not have any space on mine to do cute things like this. Mine is full of books, just full, full, full. So yes, I'm glad I looked because I felt like I was missing something. So it does have partitions and it has the little curvy like sections. But maybe I won't draw it as full as mine actually is. I'll try to make it slightly different because mine is really, really full. So some of the areas have like a piece like this. That's basically, so the circle has these 3 mini walls, and then every once in a while there's like these half walls. And I'm not sure. How do I draw it? It's like this. They're kind of like this, but they're not everywhere. There's just like every few inches. But it's like each shelf has one. This is way big. So I need to leave space so I can actually draw the books as well. Okay. If I thought about this, I would have probably taken a picture of my own shelf and try to paint that. But you know, that's how my brain works. It just goes, ooh, I should do this. Ooh, I should do that. And I just run with it. And I don't always think ahead. Sometimes I think ahead, not always. When it comes to creating, I just kind of go with the flow. It's looking kind of how it looks. Kind of looks like it. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just put a few books here. It'll help me visualize. Like I'm trying to see how it looks, and I can't see it in my head. So, but this one, I think has also like, I think on one of them there's an extra anchor, but I'll check it whenever I go back down. I'll go check and see how it looks. At least for now, I get a little bit of a sense. So unfortunately, in our bedroom, I would have wanted this to be in my studio. Like if I had extra space in here, it would have been in here. But as you know, there's not. There's not enough space for this thing. Is actually really big. But also in my room, in our bedroom, I was going to have a whole corner. So if you imagine our bedroom is a rectangle, like this wide rectangle. The door is here. There's a double door here to our bathroom suite, and windows along this wall, one window in that corner. So what we did is wherever the door ends, we've kind of centered our bed to this piece of the wall over here. So there's all this space on this side, which we decided was going to be the husband's corner, and then my corner was supposed to be book book tower, and a chair in a corner, right? Like at an angle, kind of. So I could have this corner, he would have that corner, and then we would have like a TV right here, bed over here. And somehow ended up with a TV that takes up most of this wall. So there's no space. So there's only a teeny space in the corner. So I put the book tower there and I put the chair here. But now because we have to shift everything over, there's only a little space for me to walk out of bed and around. With the chair and the book tower, there's like zero space. So I can't fit a second book tower, which is really, really, really frustrating for me. Because I'm like, the rest of the books are not up. The rest of the books are not on the shelf. And it hurts my soul. So, yes, be very sure the husband hears about this all the time. And it's just like, yeah, I know. I know. He's probably had enough of hearing me say, I don't have room for my books. Where do I put my babies? And he's like, yeah, I'm going to hear this forever. It's like, yeah, probably. Probably. But it'll be fine, I'm sure. Come up with something. Right now they're in drawers and I'm not really happy about that. But that's where I have space. So that's where they are for now. Okay. I'll do the details because I've just got sucked into doing details. I'll finish the details later. I'm missing something with the chair. There's a wooden piece under here, obviously. That's what's holding it, the frame. There's the frame piece thingy that ends right here. And I think it goes under there, kind of lose it, and then it sticks back out right here. Voila. Me and my books. Such a struggle. So this one, how does this side look? I feel like some of these books, okay, I'm gonna put some at an angle. It doesn't have to be my bookshelf. It could just be a bookshelf, right? Let's put a few books at an angle. I'm not gonna make it full, full, full. I just wanna show it. Maybe I do a little flower pot like they have on theirs here. Something cute, something small. And yeah, that's fine. Then a couple of big books. And I should be ready to paint. He just stepped out. He was just in here letting me know he has to go somewhere. And okay. It's looking like something. Does it make any sense? I think it looks good. Put little books down here. Maybe I'll do one that's laying down. And then a couple of these. Like that. That's good. Cool. Voila. This is quick enough. I can do this fast. do a few of these. And then if I don't get a chance to paint today, it's probably okay. It's 11. So I might be able to, I'll just do this like this. Um, but this will be really fun to put together. I'm already excited about all the pieces. But over the holiday weekend, so the rest of today is pretty light and mellow. We don't have anything happening. No plans to go out, no one to see, no one's coming. So it'll be really nice to just lounge with the family, hang out with the kids and the hubby. And I think I'm going to enjoy maybe taking my sketchbook downstairs and maybe finish some of this stuff. Because then I feel like I can keep going if I want, and I don't have to feel forced to. But I also feel like I enjoy like when they're all just lounging and eating and watching TV, and I could just be sketching and maybe doing line art or something. I enjoy that, so I might do that, and I'm gonna continue making some progress on the other collection. Sorry if this moves the camera a little bit. Be careful not to drop it. It's literally balanced on my phone mount, my camera mount. It's not attached to anything. So I'm surprised it hasn't fallen already. I'm pretty proud of myself. I feel like I can probably I can line this as well. I don't think I'm going to paint today. I like to be able to do one in general, but this way you just kind of get the starting point. This is how I always start. You get a glimpse, and when you come back the next time we continue this, is probably going to be a lot more than this because it's in 2 weeks that we're going back to do a live stream. So I think I chose the 20, let me see my calendar. The 19th and the 26th are the next two. So depending on how much I get done before the 19th, which I assume it'll be a lot. I mean, I'm out of town this coming weekend, the next weekend, but it's only for a couple of days. And then I'm not driving. So if I'm in the car with somebody and we're not really like talking a lot, I will probably use that time to be sketching and drawing or whatever. We do have free time at some point. So I am going to bring my sketchbook and I am going to bring some paints. They're travel size, so it's easy enough to bring them with me if I want. So maybe I'll get a chance to do a little bit of drawing and painting while I'm there. I don't know. We're going to a lake close to Austin, and it's the whole worship team. Most of us are going. I think there's maybe like 28 of us, 20 something of us. There's a lot of us going. So we're renting this massive, massive house. I don't have all the details. They like to surprise us. So this definitely like a big chunk of us going. That's all I know. And we're there for 2 nights. But I remember the person who leads our team was saying soon we'll have to rent 2 houses, like one for the guys, one for the girls, because there's too many people. All right. I think I'm going to stop here. This is what I have so far. When I look at it on the screen, this isn't like the perfect perspective, but it's fine. You get it. You know where we're going with this. My book Nooks This is probably one of my favorites. This will be my favorite, my second favorite. I need to add something here to make it like not just so. I don't know. But I am debating about this side. I don't know. Looks web so far. Thanks for the company. Oh, thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me. I gotta think about this side a little more, but I'm happy with this. Happy with this. So if and when I'm able to do some painting, I will do my best to remember to send a message on Patreon first to let you know. So if I do it on Instagram where it's open to everybody, I'll just be making a little bit of progress here and there. I'll definitely be finishing Grease on Instagram. So if you want to see that, I'll let you know when. A lot of it will be impromptu. I can just tell you right now because I have no way of planning. I just don't know what the week's going to be like this week. I'm only working Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And Monday, I'm working at the office. So when I come back from work Monday, I'm just going to be chilling with my sis, catching up. I'm sure my other family members will come to see her and visit. It's also her daughter's birthday. My niece, the reason she's coming is because her daughter moved to Texas. And so she's wanting to spend her first birthday with her here, her first birthday away from home here. And so, yeah, I don't know that I'll do anything on Monday. Potentially Tuesday night, potentially Wednesday night, since I'm not working Thursday. But whatever I do, I'll share. Thanks again so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.